Someone's here. Hello. Who is here? Say hello. So I know who it is. I got a thumbs up and a person. It's Pamela. Hey, Pamela. How are you today? It's still warm here. It's like 87 degrees today. Fall is never going to get here. Or at least it's what it feels like. I'm trying to get my computer up here. Oh, I got 2 thumbs up. 1 person and 2 thumbs up. Does not equal. Okay. Hey, Sue, how are you today? Or she's telling Pamela it's like 87 degrees here today. It's like fall's never going to get here, I feel like. All right, I'm trying to get my laptop up where I can actually see comments and stuff here. And your mouth is slowly healing. Oh, you had dental surgery, didn't you? Ow. I hope it feels better soon. Do you need a glass of wine? All right, so this thing is trying to get it to work with me here. Why is this so slow? Let's see. Go back over here to click on the edit part. Maybe that will be it. So I got the cutest little bottle of wine to show you when I can get this thing up here. It's like I don't have a button there, so okay, maybe not. Maybe that's why. All right, so I'm going to shut that down and then go into the live maybe, and that way I can see my feed. Live button, and this is always the confusing part for me as to how to get it to let me open it up. If I click on the link, maybe that's it. Okay, that's it. Okay, so now I can see the feed there. Oh, and a third person has joined us. Who else is here? Oh, sitting crooked here. I was going to try and sit out on the patio, spray some bug spray, but because the sun's going down, so I thought maybe it might get cooler, but then the little rugrats behind me that are visiting their grandparents are over there playing and screaming on the trampoline, so guess not. So, but y'all have got to see what I found. This is the bottle of wine. Is this not too stinking cute? I found it at World Market, and I was looking at it, the little cape comes off. It's called Vampire. It's a Cabernet Sauvignon. And let's see, produced and bottled by Vampire Vineyards. And let's see, I thought maybe one of the Chihuahuas could wear the little Dracula cloak. I'll have to try that on. It's not elastic, so it may not get over their heads. I may have to take it off and put another one on it or something, but I just thought it was so stinking cute. And let's see, it is Vampire Vineyards has a long tradition of crafting quality wines from premium California grapes. Our Cabernet Sauvignon has enticed aromas of blackberry, ripe plum, and mocha that lead into flavors of rich black currant and ripe black cherry. The wine finishes with hints of cocoa and oak spice. Doesn't that sound interesting? And Vampire Vineyards is in Napa, California. So we're going to take the glass. Give it a little pour. Put its coat back on. So cute. It's not bad. You so wished you liked wine. I know. I have loved wine ever since I started drinking it. I can still remember my first taste of wine. I really can. It was at a little restaurant in Pamela. I don't know. I know you were born here in Fort Worth, but I don't know if you ever lived here. But this was a place over on Camp Bowie, and it was called the Italian Inn. And that was my first place where I ever had wine. And I remember my dad would, he was much older than I was. Because when I was in like 18 to, for I don't know how many years, I always dated men that were at least 10 years older than I was. I didn't want to mess around with the kids my age. So, and the older, they knew how to take you out to dinner. And he, this gentleman that I was dating, he ordered me a Lambrusco. He said, try Lambrusco and see if you like it. He said, because everybody loves a Lambrusco. And he says it's a red wine, but that's very fruity, and it's chilled. It's a red wine that you actually chill. And it was, oh my God, I still love it. And I still think every time I think of Lambrusco, I think of that place. So, hello, debutante. How are you tonight? You drank wine when you dated too. Okay, yeah. I mean, it was a thing. You know, of course, back then we could, you know, 18 was the legal age. Yeah. So, but Deb, you missed it. You got to see my wine bottle. I went to World Market, and this is what I found. With the little cloak. Isn't this cute? I just thought it was so neat. So yeah, so World Market, I love going there. They've got all their Halloween stuff out. I mean, they've got what they've got left of Halloween, but they've got Christmas stuff out. Everybody, TJ Maxx has got, and Marshalls have got Christmas stuff out. Everybody's got Christmas stuff out already. So while I was there, I thought, well, you know, I wonder if I can find something to snack on. Silly question, right? From World Market. Do y'all shop at World Market? Do you have one? They're actually online as well too. But I found these little crackers, and it's a manchego, yeah, M-A-N-C-H-E-G-O cheese, savory olive oil crisp. So I thought these would go good with wine. And I opened them up, and some of them are broken, but that doesn't matter. But they are, I'll take a break one. Tell you what they're like. They're not as crisp as like I had envisioned a Parmesan crisp, but they're not as crisp as that. So because they're a little bit thicker. So it's a softer crisp, if that's a term I could use. The flavor is excellent, but the texture, it's almost like a communion wafer, but fatter. That's right, they're broken when I eat them. So I thought that they would be good to eat while I'm sipping on my wine, because I didn't have any Parmesan in there. So But my God, they've got every kind of popcorn. They have, and I resisted the urge. But you know how they have the bags of the caramel corn and all the different flavors? They had one, it was pumpkin and cream. And they were on sale. I think buy one, get one. And I should have. I may have to go back tomorrow. I don't know. But, I bet those would have been good. Like with a cup of coffee. Probably not with one. The other morning I wanted a pumpkin muffin so bad. I went to the closest Starbucks to me. Oh, Sue, that's bad. The closest Starbucks to me is in the Kroger, my neighborhood Kroger. And I went up there to see if they had a pumpkin spice muffin, and they didn't. Because it was later. It wasn't first thing in the morning. So I thought, well, let me just go see if the bakery did at Kroger. They didn't have any. But they had pumpkin rolls. So I got a half of one and then shared it with, I told Marissa if she came over and walked with me that she could have some. What you did, I made her walk 4 miles. So we earned it. So, this is good. Nice little snack. Stacy's here. Hey, Stacy. Stacy, I'll have to show you. I'll have to show everybody as they come in. Here's my wine for the night. It's a Cabernet Sauvignon from Vampire Wineries. Isn't that cute? Yes, they have a pumpkin cream cheese muffin. That's what I was going for, and they didn't have any. So I tell you what, the pumpkin roll from Kroger's Bakery was pretty darn tasty. Yes, and I mean, even the cream cheese that was swirled with had the pumpkin spice flavor in it as well too. So it was yummy. So if you have a Kroger and you see one of those, they're good. Very good. So yes, I went to World Market because World Market always has Halloween, or typically Halloween themed wine with different, what am I trying to say, drawings and different things on it. It's typically not the best wine, but this is pretty good. Have you tried a socket to use cake? I remember years and years ago somebody making one of those. It seems like it's in a rectangle sheet pan, if I'm not mistaken. And it's kind of got like Eagle brand poured into it. Is that what I'm thinking of? Eagle brand condensed milk? Does that sound familiar? I was telling my daughter, I said, you could buy one of those rolls and take it out of the container and put it in your own container and take it and give it to somebody as a nice gift. And she goes, Mom, you can't do that. And I said, sure you can. I've done it all the time at church. I go up there to the deli and buy something, potato salad or whatever from them in their case, and then take it and put it in my dish and take it to the church for potluck. I don't know. It's when I don't have time. So you save thing here. Daughter bought one with similar to the Eagle brand where you dip in coffee. It says, ooh, I bet that's good. Eagle cream, yeah. You're not sure if it does have the Eagle cream in it. Okay, daughter bought one and has cinnamon. I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up and see if that's one that I was thinking of. It seemed like it was like you poked holes in it. And then you poured the Eagle brand in it. That's cheating. Yes, it is. But as long as they don't ask. If they ask for the recipe, say it's a secret. So, sometimes you just don't have time. I've also gone and gotten, like a couple of the pre-made salad mixes, like Southwest, Buffalo, something. There's no chicken or anything in it. Get a couple of the that's got all the crunches and the dressing and the toppings and stuff in it. And I've taken those and then put that together real quick before going in with that. So, it's a salad, so it just depends if you have time to do it. That's what it's called. Okay. That's the one with the Eagle brand. Okay. Yeah. Okay, these are going to be addicting, I can already tell. They have just enough flavor. Savory olive oil crisp, but with manchego cheese. For those of y'all that didn't see it from World Market, these are pretty good. A nice little crunchy thing. All right, so I have a few things to show you guys. I'm gonna get this one right here. I couldn't resist any longer. I could not resist. My daughter and I, we make a date every year to watch Hocus Pocus. Well, we had been to Ulta, and she was looking for something else, and we'd been there, and we saw the palette, and it just didn't intrigue me. Then, that was at least a couple of weeks ago, and then Sunday, on my Instagram feed, Ulta came up. Tim Tams, okay. On my Instagram, it came up the other one, the Gather Round Sisters palette. And it said, I went on real quick, and it said that they had it at my Ulta. But not that I couldn't buy it online and then go and pick it up. It was only available in the store. So I go up there. There's none. There's none. They lied. They lied. There wasn't any there. So I went back home and I ordered it online. So I got the Hocus Pocus palette, the Gather Round Sisters. And then I got two, what did I get? I got two liners, gel liners. This one looks like the sandstone packaging. This one, y'all remember that? I love that sandstone palette, is so pretty. And this one is in Red Rock. So I'm not sure if it's a lip liner or an eyeliner, but it could be used as both, I think. And then I got this one that is, which one is this one? This one is called Wildcat. And Tiffany is here. Hi, Tiffany. So Tiffany, and this is just a really pretty, I think for the waterline would be pretty. It's a soft metallic green. So I was excited about that. So, but the palette, I was just really happy. And it came in without any damage. So y'all probably have already all seen this, but it's so cute. So it doesn't have a mirror, but I don't care because I don't do that anyway. So, but beautiful colors and some neutrals and some shimmers. It looks like some glitter. Yeah, that one up there at the top, Brew Potion. So, Marissa and I will have some fun with that. Hello, Anne, how are you? Well, I'm going to show you again for those that didn't see it. So I was just going over my little Ulta haul that I got, and that came today. So, put that back in here out of the way. That way I know it's already done. And here is my wine du jour. Anne and Tiffany, you haven't seen it. I went to World Market today. And look at this. Is this not the cutest little thing here? It's from from Vampire Wineries in Napa, California. So it is. And Tiffany, I immediately thought, could one of my chihuahuas wear this? But it's not elastic. I just don't think I could get their head over it. I don't know. June's maybe. Her head is a lot smaller, so maybe, possibly. But it's just so stinking cute. But I can save that and put it on a bottle for as the decorations, you know, so let's see. I need to pour me a little bit more here. I'm just doing it a little at a time. Tie it to a collar. Oh, okay. That would work, yeah. So this is a Cabernet Sauvignon, and it is lovely. And I got it, like I said, at World Market. They just have some of the cutest things. They've already got all they're putting Christmas stuff out right and left at World Market. So, and then while I was there, I got these little crackers to munch on. Manchego cheese, savory olive oil crisp. So I bought these just a little snack on. So, and then I'm gonna tell you another thing I got. I saw so many of you that get the subscription boxes. I usually don't see that much in the subscription boxes that interest me. But one thing did, because of the colors and the packaging. This would make such a beautiful scarf or shirt. I thought the pattern. So I found it on eBay, brand spanking new, for $13. So I didn't think that was bad. And it came in 2 days. Of course, it just came over from Plano, so. But a lot of people do that don't have channels. Or maybe some that do, I don't know, they don't say it. But they get these subscription boxes and then they sell the stuff. So it's okay. It's pretty. The colors are very pretty. It's a cruelty-free. The negative for me, and I knew this because all their products are made in the PRC, which I'm not impressed with, but I thought it was pretty, and I love the colors, because these are colors that I wear these are my colors, the fall colors, because I'm an autumn. So all of these are mine all year round. But here's the colors in it. So I thought it'd be pretty to play with for $13. So, and you know, I probably have every single one of those colors in in all the other palettes that I have too. But I just really love the packaging. The packaging is what suckered me in. So there's that. So, and okay, I have another thing I was going to show here. You know, I was telling y'all last week that Yvette from Polished Over 60, she had, you know, surgery on Monday on her shoulder repair, but she had just hit 1,000 subscribers, and she was so excited. And so what she did was kind of different for a giveaway. I thought she wanted to give back to the ones, instead of doing like random picker where you do, you know, you pick a word and have everybody enter and stuff. She wanted to give back to the ones who had been there with her from the start and who had been there constantly, her biggest supporters. And that's what she did. And she announced it in a video, and I was so surprised that she was doing that. So she just told me she was sending me something. So let's see, she commented this today on a video, so I know she's probably in and out of pain medicine. So that is Yvette from Polished Over 60. So I thought it was a great idea, and she just said that, you know, I think she picked out 4 people, and because yeah, I was there when she started, and she is, you know, she's in my age group and everything, so we, you know, try and support each other. So what she sent me was, I was going to show you, and this is Laura Geller, and I've never tried any Laura Geller before, called Party in a Palette. And of course it's right up my colors, which is all the warm browns and neutrals. So and that's actually a blush and a highlighter in there, so they're very light and everything, but I think for a natural look, that's just lovely. So she sent me that. She sent me a beautiful note, and she sent me, this is a Renew and Smooth Foot Peel. I love foot mask and foot peels, especially in the winter when our skin gets so dirty in between pedicures and stuff. So I love that. And then let's see, this is Anastasia Beverly Hills. It is a liquid highlighter in the color Perla. Let's see if it's open here. So if she watches this, Yvette, I want to tell you thank you so much. But here it is. It's kind of in this champagne color right here. Beautiful liquid highlighter. So that's something that I always like, a very pretty highlight. And of course some eye mask. Yes. And I'm going through my eye mask now like crazy, because I've gotten into the habit now, when I get back from walking in the morning and I take my shower and wash the face. Of course, I wash my face at night too and moisturize and all that stuff. But in the morning after my shower, I have been putting a pair of eye mask on, and then a hydrating cream mask, and let it sit for a while I go have my breakfast. And then that way, by the time it comes to when I'm done and I start putting my makeup on and everything, my eyes are really moisturized. So that I have been loving. And then this is, it's a perfume. It's one of those little perfume samples, and it's called Rachel Zoe Fearless. It's in one of these little glass little bottles. Isn't that cute? So I haven't even, oh, let's see. It's like a test tube, almost. Trying to see. Of course, it doesn't matter when you put it on. It's what it smells like later, because it doesn't smell the same when it comes out as it does later, as it sits and does that. But as it sits right now, it's pretty darn nice. So I hope I got that in all the way. I'll find out. And then the last thing in here is from Lily Silk. I love Lily Silk. And it is an eye mask. Sleeping eye mask. Isn't that lovely? Yes, I'm so excited. Sometimes you just need those when you're having a headache and you got to go to bed, or during the day and you want to take a nap and you've got a headache. So I was so excited about that. So Yvette, if you're watching this, thank you so much. I love all these products and I love you to death. So she's actually in Florida. So, but yeah, so I know she's doing, I know she's alive because she answered one of my questions or one of my comments. So that was good. So that is all my show and tell for today that I had that I wanted to share. So it's time for a sip of wine again. So, what was I going to say? It was very sweet. Very sweet. I forgot. Oh, they had changed, they had put me on Crestor, which is a, statin to lower your cholesterol. Even though my cholesterol is very good, he would like to see it at 0, which I don't think anybody's is going to be at 0. So, but he told me to watch that my feet and ankles started swelling to let him know. So I did, because it was just miserable for a couple of nights in a row. It doesn't more at night. So I called yesterday. And so today, he still wants me to take the cholesterol medicine, but he's changing my blood pressure medicine and taking me off of one of my RA medicines. Hi, Michelle. How is everything in Australia this evening? Of course, it's your morning, I think. So yeah. So I feel like a lab rat. So we shall see. You know, take this off, change this, try this. But oh, it's storming. Okay. We're at 87 degrees right now in fall. I was hoping to get some cooler weather. I think maybe next week. It's supposed to cool down a little bit. Well, at least we're in the 80s. You know, at least we're not 90s or 100s. So at least we're gently making progress to it. Well, you missed it. I'll show you. Here's the bottle, the wine for today. Isn't this cute? From Vampire Wineries. It's a Cabernet Sauvignon from Napa County, California. So, I don't know if y'all saw Michelle's little Instagram post. She was being chased by a lizard. Large lizard. So, she was afraid it was going to run up her leg, she said. It was very funny. And I told her, I said, you know, well, we're in Mexico. They're just all over the place down there at the resorts. And they look at you like, get over, move over, you're my spot. So, they seem to be more tame, maybe there. But she was saying she thought it was a water lizard. I don't know. Lizards everywhere. Well, I guess at any tropical location, it's going to be a water dragon. Yeah. I remember when it was so popular. It was a Komodo dragon, and my son was infatuated when he was a little boy with it. And when they came to our local zoo, oh my goodness, of course we had to go. Remember that thing? Yeah, these were Komodo dragons are from Malaysia. Yeah, I'm thinking. And Eric, at one point he had an iguana, but we didn't keep it long because he refused to take care of it. And I had to come home from work and cut all the fresh food up and feed it, clean out the cage because he wasn't doing it. And I couldn't sit there and let the little creature starve and live in filth. So I set a time frame for it. And when he didn't do it, Saturday morning, I packed that sucker up and took it right back to the pet shop. So and said, here, I'm not asking for a refund, just find it a good home. So he never got another pet after that from me. But I was a mean mother. Because I didn't put up with shit. But he's a good boy because of it, I think. I know there was one time, now Eric was ADD, I mean majorly ADD. And he was on medicine, Ritalin, from, I think it was first grade, all the way through high school. He stopped taking it his senior year in high school, and he, because he didn't want to, and he didn't like going to the nurse's office in high school and every day at lunch and taking it, and he didn't like the way it made him feel. So he stopped taking it, but I said, okay, but you still got to graduate. And when it came down semester before graduation and he wasn't passing, he said, I got to get on it to pass. I said, okay, let's do it. But one year, I think it was his sophomore year, now Eric was always in the gifted and talented program, extremely intelligent child. And he would get these bad grades because he didn't turn his work in. And I would see him doing the work at home, but somehow between home and the teacher, it never made it. So I was fed up one day with it. I was just literally, I couldn't handle it anymore. Being called by the teacher saying he's not doing his homework, he's not doing his homework. I went up there and got the vice principal and I said, I want in his locker. And they went and got him out of class. And it happened to be right at in between where the classes were changing, so everybody was in the hallway. He was mortified, but I made him open the locker, and all his work was in there. He just wouldn't turn the shit in. And yeah, when you have a child that is ADD, it's like it's a full-time job. Between all the teachers, the conferences, and everything, but I didn't cut him any slack. I couldn't. He got caught skipping school. I caught him skipping school. Well, me and the attendance lady, and I had and I might have told this story before, but I had the truant officer come and get him. And he pretended to arrest them, him and the other boys. He actually, spread eagled on the car, put the hands behind the back, handcuffed him, put him in the back seat of the cop car, and he thought he was going to jail. I didn't tell him that he wasn't, but I just sat there and watched. But it made an impact on him. But what else are you gonna do? You have to. So. Yeah, so, and then there was the time that I cut the cord on the TV. Fortunately, I pulled it out of the wall before I did that, but you just, with these kids, you just don't know. You gotta stay on top of them. But, it's the ones that don't stay on top of them that raise the heathens, the ones that don't know how to act when they're adults. So, what was this I was going to talk about? Talked about that. Okay. We had the best Thrifted Look for Less challenge on Sunday. We had 9 people. Since I have been hosting it, we've never had 9 individuals do it at one time. 8, yes. I had 8 one month. But since I've been in it, I've never had 9 do it. And I was so excited. We had such a wonderful group. And everybody did so well on their outfits. And we have another lady that is from Australia, Donna. And she is interested in doing it with us. Her channel is fairly new. She's I think Michelle knows her because she's over there, or when she talks to her, on YouTube and everything, because she's over there as well too. And then I have a friend of mine that sometimes she comes on here. Her name is Yes. Yeah, and she did, Michelle. Um, my friend Demisha is, she is a stylist, but she more or less specializes in like closets and your, work in your closet wardrobe and um, redoing your closet and going through and telling you what you don't need, what you do need and stuff. And she is one, I've been at her for a while now to start her YouTube channel. She's on Instagram and Facebook. And she's just over in Arkansas. And we were going to trying to put something together, and of course COVID happened and everything, so we need to see about getting that back to doing that. But she's wanting to maybe around the first of the year start, get her channel up and kind of start with that. So I'm excited about that. There's a Facebook group that I'm part of. I don't remember the name of it, fashion something, but I'm talking with the lady on there. And when you're on somebody's group, it's not polite to advertise your own channel in your business unless you get permission. And so I just kind of participate a little bit. But then they asked me in a comment, they mentioned me and they said, when they were talking about thrifting. So now there are some in there that want to know more about it. So I don't know. I'm going to have to dive into it. I don't know if they have YouTube channels or not, or just Facebook, to see if I can coordinate it between the two if they don't want to have a YouTube channel, but how still we can kind of grow it and include others. So I'm working on it. So that's just something that's kind of up here being played with. So, and don't you hate it when I play with the shit up here? Okay. So, I was trying to think. All right. So Debutante, she had her palette release a week ago, if I'm not mistaken, a week ago tomorrow. And I just wondered if she's still on here, how she is, and how that's going. Because I know a lot of people have been doing videos that ordered the palette and they've been doing looks with it. So that's got to be exciting. So I don't know if Debutante's still here or not. See if she pops up here and says, I'm here. Maybe not. I don't know. When your my thrift store are not they haven't reopened yet. Let's see about when it does. Well, you could do the online, Poshmark, Macari, ThredUp. I know you know how to order stuff, Michelle. Sue, did you get her palette? Deb's palette? I know, I'm trying to think. Stacy, you got it, didn't you? Didn't you get her palette? And have you done a look with it yet? Oh, you don't have anything? You can't get any of those over there. Wow. Okay, you're going to do 2 more, then put up a video on it. Okay, you're doing multiple looks with it. Is that it? It's not in your budget right now. I understand. Sometimes, everybody has priorities of what they can do, and but it'll be there when it's ready. It looks like it would make a great Christmas gift as well too for somebody, because of the name of it and everything. So Hey, Michelle, you can shop your own closet. Yeah. I need to go in and update the kind of like the parameters of it. That's what Donna was wanting to know, the ins and outs about it. So I think I'll work on that, going onto Instagram and just updating the rules kind of that were already in place before I took it over, because it's been this challenge has been going on for quite a while. Carla, I took it over from Carla, but it was going on, even she wasn't the first one. It was even going on before her. So I don't know how long it goes back. Maybe I could research that and let everybody know, because that's just kind of cool. Something that has just kind of, it's taken its own life and still hanging on. And, you know, people are still thrifting, still wanting to. So I know there's a new place by me that I need to go check out, a new thrift place. Do I need to go do that? But I'm always on Poshmark and looking and seeing what I can find. So, you know, they're talking on the news that we're going to have a horrible time getting Christmas gifts. You know, if you're ordering Christmas gifts and stuff. Yeah, Ann, that's right. Yeah, I just taken it over. Carla hasn't been on much lately. You know, she started that new job, manager at Bell Cosmetics, one of their stores. So maybe she's just doing really busy, you know. I need to reach out to her to see how she's doing. And there are some that haven't done it, you know, in her rubber boots. She's got 2 little babies, but I don't know, and she works. She went back to work. So I see her post on Instagram whenever she does put them out there and everything. So, but yeah, she's quite busy, very, very busy. A working mother, you know, of 2 little ones. That's hard to do, that little. But it's done every day, so yeah. So my daughter took her first midterm exam in nursing school, and she passed. So she's always been the type that, you know, she wanted to be, you know, at the top, and this is just so intense. She said, I just want to pass. I just want to pass. I said, it doesn't matter what you make as long as you pass, because you're still going to get that diploma that says you are an RN. So she was very excited about that. Your younger sister is a nurse? Okay, yeah. It's hard work. It is very, very hard work. And she was telling me, she said, I had no idea. She said that nurses, she said, are they're part of their large responsibility is managing the prescriptions for the patients. And she said, I thought that was the doctor's responsibility. She said, but they make it sound like it's the nurses. So she works in orthopedics. Okay. So yeah, she was telling me, she said, she said there's an app that you can get to. Okay, your sister was, okay. There's an app that you can put in all the different types of medicine that a person is taking. And it will tell you if there's issues with compatibility of some of the products. And I said, well, you know, I know that um, the pharmacist are supposed to do, and they've always said to keep all your prescriptions at the same pharmacy. That way the pharmacist can keep an eye out if one doctor over here gives you something, that this doctor over here has given you something, and they don't mesh. So she wants to take all my meds now and put them in this app and just double check and make sure. And I'm like, okay. But we're going to have to change it up because they took me off my blood pressure medicine today and put me on a new one, but took me off my Celebrex, which is an anti-inflammatory that I take for the RA every day, which keeps my inflammation under control. And he's already hinted at, once I have these tests done, depending on what they find, they may take me off my Plaquenil because heart doctors don't like Plaquenil. And I'm just like, you know, getting old is not for the weak-minded. But the one thing that is constant is wine. As long as there's wine, I'll be fine. Bit hard when I get one of my meds, and especially I do too, but it's part of the Enbrel that I take my injections weekly are from a specialty pharmacy called Accredo. But Accredo is through Express Scripts. That's her sister company. They're the same company. That's just the Accredo. The specialty is just a branch of that. And CVS is part of Medco. But if your insurance company offers a nurse advocate as part of their program, when you have a phone call with them, they can pull up everything that their insurance company has paid for, so they know everything. But then again, you should update your doctors. Each one you go, take a list, or like they told me, or the nurse told me, she said, actually take the bottles. Take the bottles with you. That means they actually have to pay attention and write the information down. Which is a good idea. So, but yeah, I called him. I said, I don't like this Crestor. I don't like my swelling of my ankles or my feet. So I want something different. So now we're going to try new blood pressure medicine. I picked it up a while ago. But my phone just keeps going dinging and dinging and dinging. I don't know what it's doing, but you just went for your general checkup, get my meds, and they didn't even listen to my heart, check my throat or ears. What? Well, all right, so typically my Cabernet Sauvignon is my relaxer and all my stresses. It helps. So I know where you're coming from. Did you see my wine though? Vampire Winery. Isn't that cool? All right, Michelle, let's see. You do take yours too. Okay. They took your blood pressure and oxygen level, and that was it. Okay. High blood pressure, pharmacist suggested smoke weed. It worked well. I bet it did. I bet it did. Yeah, Stacy, uh, yeah, it's like that video that I put out, this last one. You have to be your own best advocate, because the doctor just completely closed the file without even reading the results of the CAT scan. I don't know that we can get it here. I think I think if I go to Colorado, I could. Yes, Stacey, you have to be your own best advocate. And I think every woman needs a blood pressure monitor at home and check it. Even if you don't have problems, you still need to check it regularly. It's, you know, this is October. This is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I'm not taking anything away from that whatsoever. But breast cancer is not the #1 killer of women. It's heart disease. So you have to take it in your own hands, and you have to ask the questions. You have to read the reports, and you have to be in charge of your own health, because 2 doctors dismissed it, what was in that file. And if I hadn't have read the report myself, I would not have known what was going on. And then, you know, I'm still waiting. I've got to have more tests done. So yeah, Anne had a heart attack. Yeah. So Stacy, you can get one at Walmart, any drugstore. Get it home and take your blood pressure, because mine had been normal for 3 years, and then it just went bonkers one day. Well, I had been having headaches, so I don't know how long it had been, but I hadn't been checking it. That was my fault. So, but you've got to take control of it, and you've got to take control, because they're not going to do it for you. Amazon, exactly, yes. You can get the little oxygen finger meters as well too. They kind of ran out of them for a while because with COVID, people were buying them up to test theirs. But I think that's kind of slowed down now. So you can get those. But it's just like, you just got to stay on top of it yourself. And this is a general practitioner. That's just, it doesn't, I wanted to say that it surprises me, but it doesn't. It doesn't. I had the PA that I had been going to for years. She and I had told her that I was having reoccurring shingles because of my RA. She told me I needed to go get the shingles vaccine. And now she has RA herself. At this time, she didn't even know what the rules were. And the rules were that you have to be a certain age to get the shingles vaccine, unless you're going to pay for it yourself. And at that time, it was $350 for the shingles vaccine. Insurance wouldn't pay for it because I wasn't old enough at that time. Also, it was a live vaccine. And because of the Enbrel that I take, which is a high-risk drug and lowers my immune system, that would have sent me in oblivion and would have given me probably a horrible, horrible case of shingles. And she didn't even know that. So you got to take it in your own hands. Yeah. So, and yes, mammogram. Stacy, have you had your mammogram this year? If not, you need to go get them checked. You know, these are things that didn't cost you a dang thing. You need to do that, Stacy. You've got to do that. It's not up for question. You've got to have it done. Because they've made so much stride with that. If they catch it early, so much that they can do. But still, breast cancer doesn't kill as much as heart disease. And those are the silent killers. Yours is not, and yay, yours on Monday, okay. Believe in second and third opinions with doctors, yeah. And not all of them are, you know, when, especially like when you're even seeing multiple doctors. You know, I've got my PA or my PCP, I've got my rheumatologist, now I have the cardiologist, you know, and they're all, you know, and he wants to mess with the medicine that this one's given me. So until I have more tests, that's when I'll know more, and I'll know more questions to ask. But see, Rogue, Sue, you've got to go have yours done, yeah. Now I have been, because I'm next, when is it? It's the 29th is when I'm having my treadmill nuclear stress test. And I have watched and read everything I can to find out. So I know exactly what to expect and what happens during, before, during, and after for that test. So I'm completely prepared for that. Not happy that I can't eat. I have to be there at before 8 o'clock in the morning, and you can't have anything to eat at least 4 hours before. Well, I'm not going to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and eat, you know, so, but they want everything, they don't want the digestive process going on while they're trying to do that test. And they put an IV in, and they put a nuclear substance in your IV that causes it to light up. Nuke them till they glow. And so that way they'll do at rest. It takes about 45 minutes once they put it in the IV to get to flow through to get to your heart. And then they lay you on the CAT scan table, and then they take all these images while your heart is at rest, and with that nuclear, where it lights up, so they know what it's doing without any stress. And then after that, they get those done, then they're going to stand you up and put you on a treadmill. I know, a glowworm. And they hook you up to blood pressure, EKG, and then they start you off on the treadmill real slow. And I guess after a couple of minutes, when they're ready to bump it up a little bit, they add more of the nuclear medicine. And so as your heart starts to pump more and more and more, so it will get in there and light up more. And then when they get you up to your maximum heart rate of what you can handle for your age, because it goes by age of what your maximum heart rate should be. So when they get it to that specific point that they're happy with, they'll take you off and put you in that scanner again and start taking pictures while that nuclear stuff is going through your heart. So therefore they can see where the blockages are and how the blood flow is working. So that's going to be interesting. I'm going to ask them if I can film, or if they'll let me set my camera up or my phone up in the corner and film some of this. I think it's going to be neat as shit. So that's they put air bubbles. They put air bubbles in your heart in your last echocardiogram. Okay. Yes, Michelle, it is. And then they're going to do, on the 10th of November, they're doing an echocardiogram um, because he heard murmurs in 2 places, which I've had. I knew I've had a murmur for years. And he kept asking me, he said, you've never had, your heart's never been checked before? And I said, no. He said, but yet you've had this heart murmur all this time. And I said, yeah. So, and when he heard it in the second place, he said, okay, it will check the valves. It will also check, the echocardiogram will also check for blockages, but it will also check for leaks if the valve is leaking. The mitral valve, I think, is the one that's possibly in question. So you have a heart murmur. Okay, yeah, see, I knew I had one, but they never said, they never said, oh, you have a heart murmur. Never did anything about it, never did any testing or anything. They could just hear it whenever they were listening to my heart. So, your doctor said just a regular heartbeat. Yeah, so by this, they just got to see what it is. If it is just a regular heartbeat or if there's a leak. But the echocardiogram will also be able to tell spots with the blockages and everything too. So your ventricle leaks, yeah, see, that's a thing. So, but I'm just ready to get it all done and get on with it. So, I hear the garage door. I hear Patrick. Patrick, look what I have. Is this not the stinking thing? Patrick just came home. He hasn't seen this.
Oh, wow. Where'd you get that?
World Market.
Wow.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I thought maybe I could take this off and put it on with the cheese.
I'm not seeing it wrong. Not seeing
So,
it.
Patrick, say hello to the ladies.
I will. Where's the camera?
It's right there.
Hello.
Hey, baby dolly.
Hey, sweetie.
There's lasagna in there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, Stacy says hello, Patrick.
Hello. How are you?
And World Market has already started with all the Christmas stuff, including advent calendars.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You
World
get one
Market.
there over at Aldi.
Aldi has the wine.
Okay.
The ones I got at World Market last year was the dogs, the dog treats.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
talking about doing Vlogmas again this year. Last year it seemed to turn out really well. I did the wine advent calendar, and then I had the chocolate to go with the wine, of course, and cheese, and then the dogs had one too. So that was fun every day, giving them a little piece and seeing what was in the advent calendar. I don't like being surprised. I don't want to open up advent calendars ahead of time. I want to be surprised and do them that way, the way they were meant to be. So, all right, there's 11 here. Okay, I'm showing only 8 thumbs up. So if anybody here that hasn't given me a thumbs up, please consider doing so. Yes, I get your older sister to send you a jar. Okay. Good day, Patrick.
Good day.
From Michelle.
All right.
Because it's cold and rainy right there. She's not being chased by the lizard right now.
Heard that.
So, yeah. So, all right, ladies, it has been over an hour. Patrick's been gone all day, so I'm going to visit with him. So thank you for coming and stopping by and having, I don't know if you had a glass of wine or not, but yeah, so this is quite lovely. Thanks for stopping by. Patrick's saying bye. And I smell a little something, maybe it's just Chico. So, all right. All right, ladies, I will see you later. Have a good one. Thanks for coming by. Love you. Bye.